Welcome to another episode of Getting Fat with Caleb and Joe. I am Joe.
And I am Caleb.
And Caleb, how much did you weigh today?
Basically the same.
The same as last week?
Yes.
Basically the same?
I think
how
it
much
might be.
Is that?
It might be like 0.4 less. I can't remember exactly what I was last week.
Okay.
But it was somewhere in the 205 range, and I'm exactly in the 205 range.
You're exactly 205?
I think it was 205.2.
205.2. Well, that's not exactly 2.
No, but I'm still within the 205 range. I'm not sure where I was last week.
All right, so I am 241.6. Last week I was 242.6. So I have lost 1 pound. How did you do on your nutrition and stuff?
I did pretty good. I probably slipped up a couple times, but not for very much. I didn't go ballistic like I normally do once or twice a week. The biggest reason behind that was working out. I worked out, Monday night, Tuesday night, and Thursday night. So I guess today it'll be 4 times when we go play ball.
Okay.
So it's when you do that, you don't really want to eat poorly because then you feel like shit while you're doing it, especially when you're trying to run a lot.
Do you want to eat poorly afterwards, though?
Not really.
No, not really? Okay.
Mm-mm.
You are a different man than I am.
Yeah.
Every time I go work out, like afterwards, I'm like, oh, I deserve a giant hamburger. That's
Yeah, that's a problem.
All right.
What about you? Did you just diet? Or?
My diet this week was about half and half. I think I had 4 days on the diet and then 3 days off. And so the first 4 days of the week, I was just fine. And then my mother came down from where she was to go visit my sister. And then we went to the movies. And, of course, I can't say no to my mother. We had popcorn. And then after that, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. The rest of the week is just screwed.
Yeah. And you still lost a little
And
bit.
I still said the F word on the show. That's what I just did.
Yeah.
This is really difficult.
Yeah.
To not curse on the show.
It's something.
Yeah, so other than that, I did nothing. I mean, after last week's episode, we went and played basketball. That's pretty much the only exercise I got. I've just been writing and playing video games and watching movies, which is an issue, I'm sure. But
Yeah, well, once it gets summertime, I mean, we should be able to do more outdoor things.
that's true, yeah. It's still kind of cold around here.
Yeah, it's been colder.
Considering we had, like, no winter.
Yeah, it's like colder now than it was 2 months ago, which is ridiculous. At least a few of the days it has been. I've woken up and I've been like,
Yeah, we had
whoa.
no winter in December. And then,
Yeah.
Just this February, it caught up a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. I remember last winter was like no snow also. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm sick of it.
It wasn't as bad as this one. But...
I know I don't like the snow, but I feel like there's something wrong if there's not snow in winter.
Yeah.
Which
yeah,
there probably is something wrong.
And the problem with it, too, is when there's not snow, it's usually really, really cold.
That's
it's
when
it
still cold
sucks.
anyway.
Yeah, it's like 2 degrees some mornings, and I'm like, hey, I would rather have snow.
The East Coast got all of our snow.
Yeah, they got hammered.
Well, the problem is that if it doesn't snow in Utah, then like our ski season is kind of screwed over, which it was this year.
And that really, really damages our economy.
It does. It damages the tourism because, it's ski Utah. It's the Utah snow.
The powdery, dry snow.
I hate that kind of snow, too. When it snows down here, I'm like, oh, my gosh.
It's kind of nice because then you could just kind of swipe it off. But
Well, yeah, but the reason I hate that, and it probably has nothing to do with aesthetics or anything like that. It has mostly to do with when I was a kid, there was a certain type of snow that you could throw snowballs with, and then the other type of snow that we get all the time, which is this dry, horrible stuff that apparently is great for skiing. And unfortunately, whenever it has that dry snow, there's just no ability to throw a snowball. It has to be the wet stuff. It has to be the stuff you can compact.
Yeah.
You can't do that with the dry stuff.
You could just pee on it a little bit.
Well, yeah, that definitely, of course. I always thought it was just lemon flavored.
Yeah.
I'd pick it up, yeah.
Man, I don't know what kind of lemons you've been eating, but
I don't like lemons.
Speaking of pee, this coffee is it weird to you, like 2 hours, 3 hours after you have your coffee, when it's like
It's time to
the
go.
Coffee's coming out, yeah, and it smells like coffee. I love it when I'm like standing next to somebody at work and I'm taking my first piss of the day, and then just this coffee aroma.
I don't think they smell coffee. I think that's just you.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's some mental thing where you're like, well, I drink coffee, so this must smell like coffee.
It kind of does, but maybe it smells more like piss to the other person. I don't know. I'll have to ask next time. I'm like, hey, you smell my coffee?
And then they're going to be creeped out. There's some weird guy in the restroom.
Yeah, he's talking to people. So, yeah.
Yeah, not allowed.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I should do it to the HR guy. That'd be sweet.
Should you?
Yeah, well, probably not, but... So, yeah, I mean, I have been keeping to somewhat of a diet. I mean, it's not super strict. It's just trying to keep my calories kind of lower. I still drink Monster, like one a day, except for yesterday where I had 3, which is a lot, actually.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
That's like heart attack zone.
Yeah.
You should probably slow that down.
I normally only have 1, and that's on the weekdays.
1 a day?
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
I haven't drunk an energy drink.
Well, they give you gut aches, though, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They kill.
Yeah, I've had a few of them do that to me, but not really recently.
They've been bad enough. It's not like every time I have an energy drink that I get a stomachache, but they've been bad enough that I'm like, no.
Yeah, it's not
or
worth it.
at least last time I got one, it was horrible. Like I was just like sitting in the bathtub just for like eons, sitting there in just pain.
Wow.
Couldn't do anything.
So, you gonna ramp it up again this week? Try to go for that Atkins once again?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do the Atkins once again. I got 4 days into it. I didn't need Cody's food until, I ran out of money this week, which is of course a problem because now I don't have $5 to go to the rec center.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see about that.
See about that. So we got a question on our forum from Gammon Stark. He was wondering which forum to use because we have a forum that I set up for this show, but admittedly I haven't done anything on it. But Gammon Stark, one of our forum members from our other Ultima Final Fantasy forum, which if you're into Final Fantasy, go check out. Ultimate Final Fantasy podcast.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome. We're the best Final Fantasy podcast.
Unless, of course, you listened to the episode last December. And then we're not, but, they treated it.
He was wondering which forum to use, and I think for now he should use the Ultimate Final Fantasy forum. So, although we have a website set up right now, don't use the forum link as it is this week.
Yeah, it's a...
I know, Gammon, you're already on there, but I think we're going to use the other forum for a little while.
Yeah, that way we kind of...
Yeah.
It's less maintenance, really. And honestly, setting up another forum for this show right now is kind of not worth the time. So, no.
So there's little sections for everything there, and I might just pay for a address for the forum that we have now. So instead of it being ultimatefinalfantasyboards.net or .boards.net, it'll be like, I don't know, CalebandJoeForums.com or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, where you can just look up all the forums for all the shows.
That could be kind of cool.
Yeah. It would be nice for a small little audience instead of having like a bunch of different shows with like 6 people on each forum. You can you can have 24 or whatever on the.
I think we were like in the
forums.
40s.
Yeah, that's true.
But I mean, not everyone's...
Probably like a dozen active people on there though.
Yeah, maybe a little more. Very active, I'd say probably about a dozen.
Brandy was wondering what happened to Caleb.
He's dead.
Is he dead?
No. He's...
Don't tell people that.
He's pursuing a female.
He's pursuing a female. That's right. And all of his time and energy is taken up by that.
Yeah, apparently. Can't even look at the forums anymore. I don't understand
Can't look at the forums. Nope, not at all. He and his little girl toy should get on the forums and just talk to each other there.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep it active.
Yeah. Yeah, it has been kind of a dead zone lately.
It hasn't been a dead zone. I disagree with you. There's just people haven't been starting new posts. They've just been adding to ones that are already there.
Yeah, well, that's a dead zone to me because once I post my 2 cents, basically, unless someone says something otherwise and the conversation goes in a different direction, I'm never going to post.
Maybe
in
it's
that
because you
thread
only
again.
post 2 cents though.
Maybe.
Yeah, so Gammon, use the other forum for now. I know you have like 4 posts on that forum, but all the same sections exist in our old forum, Ultimate Final Fantasy, and so you can just copy and paste it.
Yeah.
Now. Sorry about the inconvenience on that. I didn't realize someone would actually click through that link. So, yeah. I mean, with the Ultimate Final Fantasy, we started a forum a few months into the game, so there was already like some audience there to go check out the forum.
Yeah.
And right now with this podcast, you know, we're just at the beginning. So
yeah, it's not much yet, but
it's not much yet. So yeah, I'm gonna try to do the Adkins thing. I really like Adkins for the most part. The only time like I said last week, the only time when I ever have a struggle with Adkins is when someone else has food.
Yeah, and then you go full hog too. Is the
and then I'm like, then I do the F it thing, and I'm like, might as well enjoy myself.
Yeah.
While I'm screwed up. Because here's the thing with that Adkins diet, and I think this is also part of the problem.
Once you eat carbs, you basically throw it off.
Once you eat carbs, you throw it off for like 3 days.
So it's like, well, since I already screwed myself, I may as well really go for it.
Yeah. So you're going for something called ketosis, in which your body starts using fat in order to get energy for your brain to work instead of using sugar. So naturally, there's a lot of brain fog on Atkins, and I experienced that anyway. A lot of people have complained about that.
Yeah, your brain, without having fat, your brain kind of doesn't.
It's not
work
fat;
very
it's
well.
sugar. It's sugar. That your brain's after, and this is not good for diabetics. So if you're diabetic, do not do the Atkins diet; you will die. Anyway, yeah, you're going for something called ketosis, but it takes like 48 hours for most people to get into ketosis. I've found that it takes me 3 days to get into ketosis. 3 days of not eating sugar. So yeah, 1 day off of Atkins is like 3 days off of a diet. It's not good. Yeah, you have to stick to it for the long haul. So that's the...
I mean, you still lost a little bit. So
I still lost 1, yeah. Well,
probably maintained your calorie intake to
I lost level. 1 pound. In general, I think that's 4 pounds lost because since last week, the week before last, because that's when I started doing Atkins again after I had taken a break for another week or something like that, and I had gained a lot in that week because got the betas and everything, and
nice
just went all out. Yeah, it's kind of an all or nothing thing, unfortunately. With the Atkins,
I get that way.
At least with me,
I get that way some days too. When I start eating a lot, I'm just like, I don't care. I'm gonna go get like a liter of dew and all these gummies, just gorge.
Yeah, you screw up once, and then you're like, well, let's make it worse.
Yeah.
For some odd reason, that's a problem that I have completely. Is that whole, not gonna like if I don't work out on a Monday, then I'm not gonna work out on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Just because, I screwed over my whole week. I didn't work out on Monday.
That's kind of what I do, too, with working out.
I know you.
I don't go. If I don't do it the first day, I'm just like... And normally I do like to, at least for now, I'm going to probably take Wednesdays off, just because I'm lifting also. And I don't want to overextend myself.
You're going to take Wednesdays off? You're lifting?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I've been doing... bench press and curls and tricep stuff, mostly upper body, no legs. I hate working out my legs.
Yeah, some people, I don't understand when people say that that's what they like to work out.
I feel so wrong. Like they feel so weak trying to walk around.
In the world, squats are the worst thing on the planet.
Yeah,
I love bench press. I love the feeling of bench press. If working out only meant doing bench press and curls, I'd be up for it.
That's kind of what I did.
Yeah.
Except for
it's better than nothing, which is what I'm doing.
Yeah. I'm going to try to do something to incorporate my shoulders and back a little more. I know curls and bench, they kind of cover that a little bit, but I kind of want to focus on all the areas so that I don't do what I did before and have like massive biceps and like no tricep. It looks retarded. It really does.
I always had massive triceps.
Really?
I never had to work for them. Yeah.
The triceps are the biggest muscle on your arm. I mean, you shouldn't have to work for them, in honesty. They're the easiest, but and bench does work those out too, because when you go down.
Yeah, I know. Bench works out almost the entire upper body. I think.
Yeah, it's a good test for your overall strength. Really,
Right.
That's why it's so appealing to everybody, and that's why I can never get the machine.
The machine?
There's like one bench.
You don't do the bar?
No, I do the bar, but there's only one bench with the bar.
Oh, yeah.
There's like a...
That's right. That one douchebag was in the way that one time.
Yeah.
I wouldn't... Well, he's not really a douchebag. He was busy, but...
He's in the way, though.
Yeah, he was in the way, so that's douchebag.
Yeah,
At the gym, yeah.
There's that one, and then there's an elevated bench, the like angled one, which is more like...
It's upper chest.
half of what you could do with the other one. Because it's like pure chest.
Wow.
But... yeah, I've been lifting, so that's probably part of the reason why I didn't really lose anything, is because I'm probably building some muscle, and I usually build muscle fairly quickly, except for my chest, which sucks.
I wish I had the money to get a pass for the Provo Rec Center, but I don't.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Well,
it's way too expensive.
It's a lot if you're not a resident.
And
it's a lot if you are, too.
Yeah, if it's a lot anyway. Your price was too much for me.
Yeah, it was like $280, I think.
Considering zero, I literally have $0. I think I have one. Okay, so not literally. I have like $1.60 in my bank account right now.
Really?
Yeah.
I caught up on everything, and I think I've got like $160.
Nice.
And I've already paid my mortgage, so basically everything going forward is gonna sit until next month.
Nice.
Yeah.
I wish I had that. But I have $0 and I'm being forced to move out in like 2 weeks.
Oh man, that game came in though, and I was like really confused for a second. I was like, "Whoa!"
Oh, type 0?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't remember spending that much money this month, and then I looked at it and I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
It's type 0.
It gave you an email saying it was going to charge you.
I know, but it was like 3 weeks ago, and I or even longer.
I got one like 2 days before it charged me.
Oh, did you?
It's like, yeah, we're going to charge you on March 2nd.
Oh, I didn't even look.
Oh, well, way to go.
My email is Spam City. I've had it for so long that it's
anyway, what happened this week? Cody, my roommate, he has been wanting to move out of this apartment that has gone through many of us for the last 4 years. Just keep renting it and not paying deposits on it because,
it's awesome.
The other person had it and then you just take over for him. Anyway, he's been wanting to move out of this place for a while, and that tradition is still gonna go, and it'll kind of. He's been wanting to move out for a while, and I've been looking for someone to, take over for him because him and his girlfriend want to move out and get their own place.
Ah, the beginning of the downfall.
It'll happen, I'm sure.
Yes.
And so he got approved for this townhome like thing, but
really?
it wasn't. He's not buying, he's still renting, and it's from our same management company, Advantage FU Management.
Yeah, take advantage management.
Did you come up with that?
No, I saw it on a review.
Oh, damn.
It's like the only advantage about it is them taking advantage of you. And that was when I very first moved into Starcrest. I was
That's
checking
hilarious.
it. I was like, oh crap.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he got approved for it way early because the plan was to move out in August, which is when the contract goes up. That's when we either sign up again in July and keep going, or we move out in August, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so Cody got approved for this thing, and he's like, hey, let me find the freaking text that he sent me just in the middle when I was at work. I had just paid him for other expenses. I think I paid rent, and I was broke. And so this is the text I get from Cody. Let me see. Where is it? Hold on, I'm finding it. Do you have chicken in the freezer is another text that he sent me at some point.
Did you have chicken in the freezer?
Cody did.
Oh,
I don't know why he was asking me.
maybe you thought your Atkins was all chickeny.
Okay.
Chicken would be a good one.
This is just what he sent me out of the blue. It's 2:00 p.m. I was at work. How quickly could you come up with $600? That is a scary text to get with no kind of background at all. I was like, what? Like, I thought he didn't pay a bill for a second there.
He does that occasionally.
He
Well,
does sometimes.
Occasionally.
He does sometimes like to let things go for a little while and then pay him nice and late with a huge fine on it.
And then he's always like, "Don't worry about it." And you're like, "Cody, I live here. I have to
live
worry.
here. My power's gonna go out. I worry about it."
Yeah. Dude, without that, I'm useless. Honestly, every hobby I have needs the power.
How quickly could you come up with $600? And I was like, okay, he could either be talking about a deposit or he could be talking about like first month's rent or something. And I was like, a month? I can give you like $100 every 2 or 3 days, if you need it quickly, because I get paid in tips, so I gotta do that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can give him cash, which is what I usually do to pay the bills. I just start about halfway through the month and I start giving him cash. Because I'm not very responsible with my money either.
And you give it to Cody?
Then he's like, I got approved for that house if you wanted to move in. And then I'm like, well, what's the penalty for moving out of our apartment, Starcrest early? When are you planning on going? And I'm like, so many questions. And he's like, you can stay. I don't care. And then I was like, I'll make a decision by tonight. God. And then we found out, so the rent for this new place is $1,100. So split 3 ways, it's like $360. And then I was like, okay, give me a little bit. And I wanted my friend Dylan to move in, who was on if you listen to the mini-sode, the Naked Truth About Gaming, on our Ultimate Final Fantasy podcast, that quiet guy in there, his name is Dylan.
The guy you never hear.
Yeah. Anyway, he still lives with his, not his parents, but his grandparents. And he's never moved out before. And I've, figure it's probably about time.
Yeah, we're not old, but, I mean, he's old enough.
College age. So.
Yeah.
I was, I don't know, for the last, month, because I knew Cody was going to leave, I was hoping to stay at the apartment because it's really close to the school, to UVU. And so I was like, trying to, butter him up. I'm like, hey, look, it's only $300. You get your own room, total freedom. We even have washer and dryer hookups. I probably have to buy a washer and dryer because Cody's going to take them with him. But at least, with student housing, you don't usually have that option. You don't usually have washer and dryer with you.
Yeah, the coin-operated
Yeah, you have to
crap.
go to, coin-operated stuff or card-operated if you go to, Crestwood, I think, Branbury, which are student housing for BYU students over here. And they're actually not too bad. I used to live at Crestwood. Except the washing machine. Not the washing machine, but the
dryer?
Yeah, they suck.
You know
the dryer sucks.
You know what's funny? Cody broke my first washer, and then he bought a new set of washer and dryer and got rid of my dryer. Yeah, I was helping his buddy lift it out to take it away, and he gave me the money to recycle it or something like that. I'm like, okay, you break my washer. And then when I moved out, I was kind of pissed because I was like, hey, now I don't have one, and you broke mine, and then you made me sell my dryer because I had nowhere else to put it.
You should just give me one. Anyway, Dylan only has a job that gives him 20 hours a week, which is, his problem. And so he wasn't able to afford to move out with me. None of my other friends really want to. Those who are still at home, they're not really in a position where they want to move out. Which totally confuses me because I moved out right at 18.
Yeah, so did I. I lived with my grandparents a little while after, but I moved out with my aunt and uncle when I was 17 and started working full time.
Yeah, it was
I was like, I'm out.
Yeah, you too. We got this inner drive to get the fuck out.
Yeah, it's so much.
I love my
much
parents,
freedom.
but I don't want to. And I was like, well, I think it's time for me to start living my own life.
Yeah,
figuring this out.
And I mean, that's kind of our culture in our country for the most part.
Right. It's not like Dylan's Italian though.
Yeah, or Or like Mexican, where some of my buddies from work,
They like live generations in the same house.
like he's buying a house and his parents are moving in with him.
Which is something I don't understand. I don't understand people who live in the same town all their life.
Yeah.
I don't get that. Of
It's
course,
interesting.
My family like moved around like crazy.
Yeah.
So
did I. I kind of like the idea of working in one town and living in another, because then you get that disconnect.
the commute.
Not necessarily the drive, but I like the fact that I can be part of two different communities and kind of hear what's going on and, certain events. But now I work in the same town that I live in, and it's like, it's just Provo. I'm like,
well, everything is really Provo. I mean, until you get to the point of mountain, and then it becomes Salt Lake.
Yeah. It's all these joke towns.
Yeah, they're not really towns.
Yeah, Linden.
Linden's nice, dude.
It is nice, but it's tiny.
It's all up in the mountain, like under the foothills,
Yeah, I guess it does have like that tiny little strip in Orem, and then it kind of...
Yeah, it gets bigger.
It's like an exit wound.
Yeah. I know Linden quite well.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, Cody is... he was doing that, and I was like, I have no idea where I'm gonna live. I guess I can go move out with Cody, because he was offering it. And I was like, I in my mind, I was like, Cody doesn't really want me to move out with him. And then I found out from his girlfriend that, she's like, she wanted me to move out with them because it would be cheaper if I moved out with them.
Really?
Yeah. And so instead of them paying, 11, so assuming they would actually divide that by 2 instead of Cody paying for it all.
I've been there.
Yeah. Let's see. That would be.
That'd be like $560.
Yeah, 550, right?
If it was 11, yeah, $550.
Yeah, $550.
It was 1100 straight
so
up.
So they'd have to pay $550 each
before anything else.
Yeah, we also gotta pay for more bills. So either way, like my life's gonna be more expensive here coming up.
That's great. That's just great. I mean, there's really not any other options though.
No, I don't have any other option. My only other option is to get the money for a deposit and move into student housing. And I don't want to move into student housing. I got too much stuff now. I have furniture now.
Yeah.
Because of the other apartment.
And there's nowhere for it to really go.
That I've gathered. Yeah, I don't know what furniture we're going to keep when we move over, though. And so that's going to be a nice little stressor here. At least I'm not in school right now. It's like, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Because if I were in school right now, I would be killing Cody. I would like murder him in his sleep and, take his bank account stuff and move it over.
Well, what's funny is he's normally the one that's, he's really gung-ho about, like, the contract and everything like that. Like, he didn't ever want to violate it at any point. And
we're not violating it, apparently. Well, we are, but...
if you pay... Is there a fee or anything?
There is a penalty if we move out early. Cody already has people taking over. He's like, if you don't move out, my sister and brother are going to take it.
Oh, so you guys don't get fined or anything?
No.
Yeah, because all they care about is, like, endless money.
Yeah.
So... that'd be weird.
Yeah, your name and your ex-fiance's name are both on the contract still.
Idiots.
So there's 4 people that apparently are renting that space, which is not the case because I have gone over there and you went over there, didn't you?
Yeah.
And we're like, hey, take his name off. Take their name off.
Yeah.
And they didn't do it. They're just retards over there.
Many times. I know. And... I don't know. It's madness. And then I saw that letter where like Cody's check bounced or something like that. Something dumb what he does all the time, and I get pissed.
Well, he said the power bill was like they didn't do the check in time, and then the power came in.
Oh.
And so like that, then they had the check go through, and then that's when it bounced.
So they held it forever.
Yeah.
Well, still, you should know what money he has. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Well.
But he's probably saw it, and he's like, oh.
I can't say anything different. I mean, that's one of those things where I was like, oh, gosh, I get paid in cash pretty much for like
most
80% of my income is in cash. So it was like, well, if I have to get the internet in my name and then the power in my name. And I'm like, oh.
That's going to suck.
Yeah, that would suck.
Because the Comcast building is right next to you guys now.
Yeah, Xfinity, yeah.
But the power place, Rocky Mountain Power, I'm not sure where that's at. Like, Provo Power is down the road, but also it was sick when I tried to get Liz to pay it, apparently. It took her like 40 minutes, and they didn't even accept it because there was like a huge line.
Wow, really?
Yeah. So basically now I pay, I think it's like $3 to pay it over the phone.
Huh.
It kind of bugs me, but I know that there's always a wait at the office, so I'm like, my time.
It's being charged to Cody through his bank account.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I could do that too. I just don't like to because I like to pay it on my card in case I screw up.
Your credit cards.
Yeah. But
Debit all the way.
yeah.
Stay poor. That's what I say.
I got a house, townhome, whatever,
Yeah,
apartment.
you got it, and then you got that $100,000 in debt.
Yeah, whatever.
Loan.
It's good debt. It's healthy.
Yeah.
But no.
I got no debt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what's funny is
I do owe my parents like $400 something though.
I owe my
for car
grandpa like
repairs.
$3K for
Oh, do you really?
getting in.
Oh
here,
yeah, that's right.
And then the city another $8K. But those are both loans that have zero interest
Nice.
that I'll eventually have to pay.
All right, so for you 13 listeners out there,
Yeah.
we are going to have a question segment just like our other show. You can ask us anything. You can ask us anything on the other show, but people always ask us Final Fantasy related questions.
Yeah, like we said in a few episodes ago.
This is the Caleb and Joe show.
Yeah, basically we're going to talk about us trying to not be fat asses.
And then go off, which
And then,
is what
yeah.
we've done.
Yeah,
So it's
for like
perfect.
most of it.
Right. So make sure you guys ask us a question on our forum, or you can email us at fffanatics123@gmail.com. And I think we're probably going to set up a new email address for this show, but we'll let you know in the future when stuff changes. For now, just go to ultimatefinalfantasy.com, ask your questions on our contact form there, or join the forum, and then there's a section for this show.
Yeah,
Getting
it's got
Fat
its own little area.
with Joe. Yeah.
And then let us know how fat.
And
we
also
are
get
becoming.
into the Final Fantasy series if you're already not. You know,
Yeah.
just like, I know you're trying to be healthy and stuff, which is why you're listening to this, unless you're one of our other listeners that are just listening to us.
Okay, if there's anybody that isn't one of the other listeners that's like, ooh, nice, new show about getting fat, let us know, because that'd be cool.
Yeah. Get on iTunes. Review us.
Yeah, we
I know
will,
we only have like 3 shows, but
we will read the reviews, not review the reviews. We'll review them too, I guess.
yeah,
But
we'll read the reviews, definitely. Check out Pseudo Intellectuals Book Club and also Super Sexy Swinging Fan Fiction while you're at it.
yes, please.
Okay. Well, I think that's going to be it for this week.
Alrighty. Do we have a sign off for this?
We don't have a sign off yet. You gonna think of one?
Let's go get fat. PHAT.
I don't know. It's already in the name. I don't think you have to say that.
Yeah, that's too much. Enjoy
Something. Enjoy space.
Enjoy the workout.
Enjoy the workout.
I don't know.
Screw you. I'm not working out. I'm doing a diet.
Enjoy being healthy.
No, I don't like it.
What do you want?
I don't like it. I don't know what I want.
Because we got enjoy
when
the...
it comes, it comes. Let it come.
All right.
That shouldn't be the sign off. That's what I'm saying. We should like the philosophy.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know about that. I'm like,
just a sign off all about coming.
yeah, like this isn't like the jerk off show.
Even though we may be jerk offs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We'll see you guys next week.
yeah.